Welcome to the video, boys. We're going to be doing a Q&A. The first question in the Q&A is, do I prefer bulking or cutting? And I'll be honest with you, I think I prefer cutting. Reason is, me, I'm a bodybuilder at heart. I like to look good. So, cutting, getting leaner, there's visible progress. I love it, mate. Like, literally, my face starts looking better, my body starts looking better. Like, yeah, lifting's not as great, but at the same time, you go to the gym, you wear a string, and you look sick. Whereas bulking, like, yeah, strength goes up, and you start looking a bit, yeah, you start looking like you don't even lift at a point. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely cutting, forget about bulking. However, during bulking, you get to hit PRs, which is really fun. But it's a bit of an apples and oranges. You know what I mean? Like, it's comparable, but not really. But I prefer cutting, 100%. Because it's also easier, because I also don't like to eat. Can't be having this, mate. Alright, let's make breakfast, and then we'll crack another question out. Okay, next question is, how consistent were you when you first started the gym? 4 days, 5 days, 6 days? Right, when I started the gym, I started going 3 times a week. I was running Starting Strength. I don't know if any of you have heard of it, but it's a program where basically you do the compound lifts, you come in, you squat, bench, deadlift, overhead press, barbell row, depending on the days. But basically I did that 3 times a week, and then after some time, so I was doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, over and over again. And then after some time, I changed it up. So I was going every other day. So 1 week was 3 days, the next week was 4 days. And then after that, I changed over to 5-3-1 program. That's like a powerlifting thing. I met a friend at the gym. She showed me, he was like, you should run this because it's powerlifting. And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. So I was running that, which I think was 4 days a week, 5 days a week sometimes. I don't know, I'm not entirely sure. But when I started the gym, 3 times a week to 4 times a week is literally all you need as well. Like, I did the right thing. 3 to 4 times a week. You don't need to go that often. You don't need that much volume. You don't need that much frequency. You'll be fine just going 3 to 4 days. I'm gonna dig into this breakfast, and then I'll see you at the next question. I got a package. It's from Amazon. I know what it is. It's a tripod. So we're gonna unbox this and answer some questions at the same time. Ha! It's a tripod. Actually, boys, that was full of cap. I'm gonna take some pre-workout first because, you know, it needs to like digest in my system, so I might as well just take some pre-workout, answer some questions. Sink this. Got a question here. Any plans in competing again in powerlifting? I'll be honest with you, I don't really have any plans to compete in powerlifting. Reason being, I'm not too interested. Like, I don't know. I really enjoy just the process of training in the gym and just sort of hitting PRs on my own, instead of like having to go and compete at a certain time with a certain date and stuff like that. So I just really enjoy the process of training for myself, going in, knowing what's going on and just fucking smashing it instead of like having to go to a competition, get ready for that. There's so many variables that can go wrong. I just, honestly, as strong as I am, I don't care to compete for the reason that I don't know, I don't find it like that fun either. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, I'd love to compete. Like, I know where I stand and I know how I am, so I'm happy with that, and I just want to train and carry on training just like everybody else. But I've still got this trophy from my competition back when I was 16. This was given to me. I hit a 180 squat at 16, which was, I'm pretty sure that was a national record at the time, which fucking, do you know what I mean? So yeah, not really any competing for me, but I'm not ruling it out like ever. Like, I'm probably gonna compete eventually, whether that's gonna be powerlifting or bodybuilding. I just can't be bothered at the moment because I really enjoy just the process of training all the time. Have you ever come close to quitting either lifting or social media? Well, I've only been doing social media for like 10 months. So no, it's been a blast from day one. I've just been having fun. I never felt like I could quit. Like, it's fun. And in terms of lifting, it's even more like, I just fucking love it. Like, there's nothing else I would rather do than lift. Like, waking up in the morning, having some food, taking some pre-workout and just going out to train. Like, there's nothing better. It makes me feel amazing. Like, the progression always makes my life like 10 times happier because, like, if anything else is going wrong in life, lifting is always there, and you can always progress, and there's always something to be happy about. And if you run out of, like, say you hit a plateau on something, it doesn't even matter because you can just change the exercise. So like, I focused on like a 300 kilo deadlift, I hit that and I don't care anymore. I'm gonna focus on the squat and hit 280. Do you know what I mean? So I've never felt like I could quit lifting, and I never felt like I could quit social media because, like, both of those things bring me so much happiness. Like, especially lifting, if nothing else in my life, like, I could quit everything but lifting is the #1 thing that brings me the most joy. MF Krog, have you ever had any big injuries? I injured my lower back a little bit on a leg press once. That put me out of like deadlifting for a good few months. And I've got like a shoulder, chest thing going on right now that it's just not going away, so I can't even barbell bench at the moment. I literally just do like incline dumbbells and stuff that doesn't aggravate my injury. So yeah, those are my big injuries that I've had over time. They're not even that like major or anything, my knees have always been fine, and like everything else has always been good. It's just the fucking shoulder and chest and lower back that's been a little bit iffy. For the lower back thing, all I did was just rest. I just didn't deadlift or do things that aggravate it. And for the chest and shoulder thingy, all I'm doing is literally the same thing. I'm not doing anything that aggravates it further. So like barbell bench, anything to do with barbells, I just don't do it because it aggravates it. And if I go down low enough on dumbbells as well, so if I go all the way down, I can feel it in my chest and shoulder. So I just don't do that. I sort of like do like 90% of the range of motion, and that seems to be doing just fine. All right, fuck this tripod. So I'm gonna get dressed and we're gonna head to the gym, leg day. Right, so that segues me nicely into why do I only train legs? The reason why I only train legs, which I don't, I train legs twice a week, just like everybody else, unless you skip them, is because I show it on social media all the time because I hit PRs all the time, right? And I hit deadlifts and I was doing that, but obviously I've got the chest injury, so I'm not like barbell benching. If I was, I would be showing it all the time as well. It's just, yeah, I don't just train legs, don't be silly. That was for the one fanatic that wanted to hear the TT cold start. There you go. Sounds right, you know. Right then boys, I'll see you at the gym. Question is, will I ever take PEDs? No, I don't plan on it whatsoever. There's no point, really. Like, there's so much to do, right? Like, I've gotten pretty far without any PEDs, and unless I plan to like compete in the future and like become something, there's just no point, because my progress is great. And if I ever get bored of doing something, like I got bored of deadlifts, I'm just chasing a big squat. After I get bored of chasing the big squat, I'll chase a big fucking overhead press. Do you know what I mean? There's no reason to take any PEDs. I had to pull out everything for that one. But absolutely not strong today whatsoever. Not feeling any strength at all. At all. How comes I only do 2 exercises for leg day? How do you get enough volume out of it? Well, I'll tell you what. I do a top set. It varies. It's either 5 through a 1, and then I do about 3 to 4 backoffs. And by then I'm usually like so smoked I can barely get through RDLs. So the intensity is really high. So the volume doesn't need to be so like crazy, right? Plus, it seems that my legs respond to anything, so I'm able to get away with quite a little bit of work, and it gets me a lot of results. So squats and RDLs, 5 sets of squats, 4 sets of squats, plus 3-ish sets of RDLs seems to be plenty for me. I'm able to like recover session to session more or less, and it just keeps going up. So at the moment, I'm not gonna like add any bodybuilding or add anything else because it works, so why even change it? Do you know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna answer a couple of questions here. Number 1, what's my bench PR and do I bench often? I said, I don't bench at the moment, but what I did, I was benching twice a week, regular bench press, like, you know, wide grip regular, and twice a week, close grip, feet out bench press as an accessory. So I bench 4 times a week, 2 of which were like the normal bench, and like a heavy and then a light session, and then the accessory work, the close grip, feet up, I varied those a little bit. So I bench 4 times a week. Do I think with hard work and consistency I can get as strong as you? Absolutely. Like I don't think there's anything special about me. I've just been training for like 6 years. I've just been like eating and sleeping properly because I just love it. So if you just follow a good program, sleep and eat. Mate, you'll be bigger than everybody else in no time. Question is, what got you into working out? Well, basically, I woke up one day, looked in the mirror, I was just unhappy. I looked at myself, I was like, I'm a bit skinny. My girlfriend was bigger than me, actually, so I was like, well, that can't happen. And then I started training, like literally just in my room. I did like push-ups, pull-ups, push-ups, crunches, not pull-ups, I didn't have a pull-up bar, but literally all the bodyweight exercise I could. And then it took me like a couple of weeks, and I was like, I love this, right? That was it. I love the feeling of it. So from then on, I went to my mum and I said, can you get me a gym membership? And then I started going to the gym, and the rest is history. But basically, the reason why I started working out is I felt a little bit small, and I wanted to change it. So yeah, that's literally it. That's literally the reason. And I just fell in love with it. So rate your genetics out of 10. I reckon like a solid 6.5, 7. In terms of strength, probably like a 7.5. In terms of overall genetics, like 6.5, 7. I'm alright. I'm nothing special, to be fair. How long have I been working out for? It's been 6 years, so I started when I was 15, 21 now, so 6 years and a bit. I started in like summer of 2015, 2016, I can't exactly remember, but I was definitely 15 and I'm definitely 21 now, so it's been like 6 years. And I've been consistent since like day one. I've been tracking my food for like 5 years, and every single training session has been logged for like half a decade now, so 6 years. Since I'm at McDonald's, let's have a food related question. I've got one here. Why don't I use protein powder? Well, the reason I don't use protein powder is because protein powder is literally just a supplement, right? So the point of a supplement is to supplement something that's not already in your diet. And I don't struggle at all to get my protein in. Like, I just have a chicken breast here and there, and it just happens to just completely fill my protein up. I have way too much protein, in fact. Like, I literally have like 230 grams, even though I weigh like 207 pounds. So I have a little bit more protein than necessary. So yeah, the reason why I don't use protein powder is because I get plenty of protein in my diet. And if you do struggle to get some protein in, like, I don't know, go to like My Protein, bulk powders, any sort of like cheap protein brand. If you don't have money, the cheap protein brands are going to be better, you know. If you're looking for something more like high quality, there's like Perform Whey. I think they have some amazing flavors. Ghost is pretty good. You can use code Dave at P&G if you live in the UK to get some money off your order. But literally, I don't use protein powder because I get enough protein in my diet.
Hiya, what can I get for you today?
Can I get 2 double cheeseburgers and a mayo chicken, please?
Yeah, no problem. Anything else?
No, that's everything. Thank you.
That's alright. Cheers. Thanks.
Cheers. Is it necessary to track calories? Right, I don't think it's necessary to track calories, because as long as you roughly eat the same thing every day and your body weight doesn't change too much, you're gonna be fine. However, but if you want to have the most optimal performance, just the same way you track your lifts, like you would try to actively improve your lifts over time, you should be actively trying to track your calories and then have an idea of what you're eating. So whether you're in a maintenance, deficit, or a surplus, tracking your calories is going to be great, so you actually know what you're doing, instead of just sort of like, I'm in a bulk, I'm going to eat a little bit more and just hope for the best. You want to have like controlled day-by-day calories. Like, you don't want to be fluctuating like wild. Like, yeah, you're sort of on the right track in that way, but like plugging in calories every single day, making sure you get the same amount of calories every day, make sure you're in a surplus, making sure you hit your protein right, is going to be essential to the most maximum performance and just the most optimal way to like build muscle or strength, you know? Cheeky question, how many men do I kiss daily? Mate, honestly, I don't really count. Like, I literally just go about my day, and I sort of just like, I saw some guy at the gym today who was looking kind of cute, so I sort of just, you know what I mean? But yeah, I really don't count, and I don't think you should either. Cheers. Whew, sick. All right, boys, I'll see you home. Right, I'm gonna get some questions in that maybe Lucy can chip into.
Hey guys.
I've got a good one, to be fair. Kiss, smash, and pass. David Lade, Chris Bumstead, and Lex Little.
Okay. Kiss, smash, and pass. Pass, Lex Little.
I agree.
Kiss, David Lade, and smash, Chris Bumstead.
I agree. Even if I had to smash Chris Bumstead myself, or get smashed.
Yeah.
Either way.
Either way, I mean, you don't want.
I'll pass on Lex.
No, Lex, yeah, Lex ain't. He's in all of that. He's a bit small.
He's
to
like
be
12.
fair.
Pass him.
And he's short.
He's not short, he's like the same height as me. Favourite food?
Chicken and rice.
Like some like disgustingly saucy chicken wings that are like spicy. Like, I always get horny for like chicken wings, like a wrap of some sort with like loads of meat.
I like smoked salmon on toast with like lemon juice and cucumber with some salt. That's my favourite food. Smoked salmon.
Tips for dirty bulking: mayo, milk, orange juice, smoothies, shakes, chips, McDonald's, pizza, Don't worry about trying to eat clean because who cares? You're like probably 18 years old. You're not gonna die of a heart attack.
I was gonna say milk, but you already said that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like loads of milk.
Easy.
To be fair, because it's protein and all the other goodness. You should like and subscribe.
I reckon they should. To be fair.
I reckon you should.
At least 2 people.
2?
Two
I
likes.
reckon that's a bit of an undershoot.
Two likes is fine because that's gonna make 3 because I'm gonna like my own video.
I'm gonna like it as well.
Make it 4.